welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're returning, then what's up? So before we get started, Instagram, Twitter, follow me on my socials, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a big thumbs up. It is greatly appreciated. So you clicked on this video because you seen the title, you seen that it's a story time. Now, y'all know my story times be lit. Let's get into it. So today I decided to do a story time of the time that I snuck into a frat party. And I know y'all like, girl,
why you had to sneak? Like, what you sneaking for?
Y'all, listen to the whole story. It gets crazy, okay? So let's just get right into this video. So I'm gonna start off telling y'all just a little info that's kind of important. I was a freshman in college. It was Halloween time, and the parties that I usually go to wasn't the move. It wasn't the move. So Halloween at my school kind of sucks because, you know, nothing's really planned out. Stuff is kind of like thrown together, and if it's something planned, it's gonna be lame. And this is only for Halloween. I don't know why Halloween keeps flopping, but it flops like bad. So Halloween was here. South decided to throw, not the school, I can't remember who threw a party. The party was dead, non-existent. Like, the party wasn't it. And so me and my friends, we were like, yo, it's Halloween, like, what's going on? Because everything's dead. What's going on? So me and my friends were talking, and one of my friends was like, hey, I know, you know, this fraternity is throwing a party, and it's kind of famous for them to throw a party, and I heard their parties be lit. Now, keep in mind, there's the NPAC, which is like the black people. I don't want to like group them because like there's whites and blacks on each side, but it's majority black on the NPAC side. And then you have the IFC, and it's another, like, if whatever they're called, I'm gonna put it right here, but those are like majority white, and that's like Gamma Delta, like stuff like that. But like NPAC is like alphas, aka like stuff like that. So it was the white people throwing the party, okay? Because the black people's flopping. I'm gonna just keep it a stack. The white people's throwing the party. The fraternity that was throwing the party was kind of known for throwing the best Halloween party. So we were like, oh, okay. And so we were kind of excited, but at my school, you have to be on a list to get into the white parties. And I know y'all like,
wait, what?
You have to be on a list to get into the white fraternity parties. Not all of them, but 98%. So to get into their parties, you got to be on the list, or you have to know somebody that's there, or somebody that's in the sorority, or you have to be in the sorority or the fraternity, or they be showing favoritism to, like, we'll get into that later. I was like, you got to be on the list? Like, what's up with that? Because everybody knows at this point, because it was October, you know, from August to October, you kind of learn stuff about, like, different organizations and their rules and stuff like that. The friend was like, no, I heard you don't have to be on the list to go to the party. So we were like,
oh, okay.
So we're lit. We lit, because, you know, we finally get to go to one of their parties. And so we going all out because they be going all out for their parties. So we was like, we gonna go all out too. So we went to the Halloween stores, picking up costumes. I'm gonna insert a picture of my costume because that was cute. So the night came at a party, the Halloween party. And so my friend drove us, and it was off campus. So we drove about 7 minutes, 7 minutes to this house that was like it was like grass that hasn't been cut in like looked like years. And so in the back of the grass was a house, white. Don't want to say the name. It was a white house. I'm going to say the name. White house. So me and I think 2 of my friends, we decided to go. So I think it was 3 of us in total. If not 3, it was 4. But it was definitely 3 of us. So we're in the car. On our way, we get there. They telling us where to park and stuff like that. So then we hop out the car, and we're like we looking around, and I'm like, I don't know, y'all. Like, cause it's like something out of a scary movie. Like, it was crazy. So we just looking around, we like, I don't know. This looks kind of giant. I don't know. So we were like, whatever, we're gonna go. So we're walking towards the house, and we kind of parked a little far. Not that far, but you know, we had to walk up to the house. And we seen a girl phone on the ground. Picked up the girl phone. We didn't know it was a girl, but we found the phone. We picked it up, and we read a text message, and it was like, "Have you took the Molly yet?" We were like,
"Oh, this is not my type of party. Like, no."
So we went to this is the house, and then on the side of the house, kind of like going towards the back of the house, there's this table, and there were some guys sitting at the table from the fraternity. And it was like all white guys. And then it was just like 3 black girls walking up to the table. And so we walk up to the table, you know, in our costumes. Everybody's dressed for the occasion. And we walk up to the table, and they were like, "Hi, how may we help you?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, no, they didn't." No, they didn't. And to me, that blew me. Like, that blew my excitement. Like, cause I was like, this is racist. You see some girls in costumes come up to a costume party at a house, and you gonna ask us, "How may I help you?" We just want directions. Like, what you think we want? We want to get to the party. So I was like, cause I was in the front, and I was like, "We're here for the party." And like I said it kind of like in a duh, like, "We're here for the party." But I was like, "We're here for the party." And then they was like, "Oh." And it's a guy. So he was like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I was like, "Oh, you got me on the list?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he was like, and I was like, "Well, never mind then." He's like, "Yeah, sorry." And I could have went in, but I was like, "Wait, no, we're not gonna act out." Cause to me, not saying it was like racist, but it was just like, how you gonna ask some girls what do we want? And we came to a Halloween party. In costumes, and you're gonna ask, "How may I help you?" So we went to the front of the house, and the front of the house was closed off. Like, you can tell something was blocking the door, because you can kind of see through the door, and something was blocking the door. I think it was a couch, but went to the front of the house to where the people on the side kind of going to the back of the house, they couldn't see us anymore. So we were just talking, and I was like, y'all, that really blew me. So we're just talking in the front of the house, because we was trying to find out what we finna do. Like, we done got cute. I done spent my money on this costume. What's up? Like, what's the move? Like, I can't go home. I don't care if I go out to eat in this costume, but I'm not going home in the costume that I paid $40-something for. No. So we were talking, and some guy came from the other side of the house. Like, looked like he was leaving the party. He was like, "Hey, y'all." Like, he didn't know us, but he was like, "Y'all trying to get to the party?" And it was a white guy. Like, the fraternity was 99% white. It might have been one black guy from the fraternity, but it's other fraternities and other people in there, but I'ma assume they were on the list. So we were like, yeah, we're trying to get in. He's like, "Oh, just go around the house." And I was like, light bulb, like, okay, we're gonna go. We said thank you. And because it was like the front door was closed, which we obviously knew, and we obviously went through the other way, but they told us, you gotta be on the list. So the house, the people that was guarding it, and then it's like on the side of the house that he was coming from, it was kind of like some bushes and stuff like that. So we was like, "What y'all trying to do? Okay. So we was like, what's the worst that can happen? So went on the other side. So here's where the table is, where you gotta check in and stuff like that and tell them, your name, whatever. And then we went on the other side of the house. So we went, and then I get over, and I'm like, wow. We get like to the party, and I'm like, oh, it's finna be lit. And so it's people outside, people inside, people drinking, having a good time. Like, one of the best parties at South. No, I take that back. One of the top 5 parties at South, it was that party. And so we're in there and we're like, oh snap, we actually in here. So whole time in there though, we were kind of like reserved. Like, we weren't finna be like on no dumb stuff or anything that could like kind of to cause tension to us. We didn't do any of that. So we were like chilling. We were having fun though. It was a good time. But at the same time, like, I know I was looking for the people that was sitting at the table and stuff like that. But we turning up, we dancing, you know, we not drinking anything because you can't be drinking that right stuff. So, you know, we was just turning up sober, you know, turning up. That was really it. Like, you know, we was just having fun. I'm gonna insert some clips. And, you know, from the party, it was crazy. Like, girls on top of bars. Like, people doing drugs. Like, that's when you see the videos of how like college parties somewhat be. That's the video. Like, that's the type of party. Like, it was, and it was fun. I would do it again. It was fun. So, that was it, really. We just turned up the whole night. We stayed there for like a few hours, like 2 hours, maybe 2-3 hours. And then we left when the party was like somewhat over. But yeah, that's the end of my story time. I hope you all enjoyed it, of how we snuck into a frat party, or how I snuck into a frat party. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and join the family. And like always, y'all stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.
Let me take this flight. I got cash on me, she gon' spaz on me. Let me take this flight. I got gas on